I have a whole lot to say. I started writing stuff down on an envelope, but at the same time, I have nothing to say. That's what it feels like. I've not been on here making a lot of videos or anything, just simply because I keep questioning myself, and I feel like sometimes what I have to say doesn't hold any value. However, after having been through what I've been through this year, I feel like I have a lot to say that I should, even if it doesn't really mean anything to anyone else, or if it only means something to somebody, one person. So, just real briefly, I had been diagnosed with cancer back in June. I went through radiation treatment. I didn't do chemo, thankfully, or else things would have been even worse. I'm now hopefully on the up and up from that. I had been contemplating making content about it. I've seen other people make YouTube videos about each of their appointments and things like that, of that nature. However, I felt in doing so that for me, it was going to be repetitive and it wasn't going to actually give you guys much of anything other than just an insight into my experience, but it wasn't the type of insight that I would like to give you guys. I typically am a pretty positive person. I will say this whole experience did have me down in the negatives. And I think that's to be expected. But with somebody my age, it doesn't really happen too frequently. And especially because I don't smoke, I don't drink, or anything like that. So, my message here, I've got a lot of them, but there is a central message I'm trying to get across. It's not just the people that have had cancer, but mainly, it kind of is, but anybody can get something out of this, I hope. And what I've learned through everything is our time here is short. Whether you realize it or not, or you think you have more time, this stuff doesn't always work out that way. And I've been through it really bad this year and last year. Seeing a lot of family members go, and in the most tragic ways. And of course, you don't expect it, and all these things happen. And when they do, it's just like, what do? You have to keep going, and you have to take care of yourself. But in that, I think that there's a message to be said, and that would be to hold on to your loved ones, because you never know what is going to happen. And, it's just something we don't always think about. And even if we do, it's always pushed to the back of our minds. But in this, I think this experience has shaped me into more of a family-loving person. It's not that I never loved my family. I do tremendously love my family. But it more so has strengthened our bond, I would hope. Maybe it didn't at first, but I think that towards the end of this, it has. But for me personally, what else do I take from this? I think that there are a lot of things that I want to accomplish in life. Of course, we all want to be successful. We all want to make money. We all want a family and things of that nature. But for me, and it's always been a big thing on my list, as you can see here, my artwork is a big thing, and I always push it off. And sorry, I'm still trying to think of what I'm exactly trying to say, but I would like to formulate a way that I can use my art to hopefully help other people. That's what I've done with my Twitch channel. I did get $5 donated to me. Thank you so much. Not to me, but to my page, to go to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and that's really important for me, to me. you know, I wasn't a child when I had this happen, but just having been through this, it makes you think, oh my God, this happens to kids. And again, I'm not trying to be pity poor me, blah, 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 all that. But it's just like, it really makes you think, and it makes me want to take action and do something. And I want to do something more. I just don't know what that is yet. I've thought about making more artwork and having to where people can buy it, and then a portion of it goes to charities, maybe even local charities. And I was going to do that on Etsy, but they have a lot of stipulations. So in my mind, I'm still formulating a plan as to what the best course of action is. Right now, you can still go to my Twitch page and donate to St. Jude. All the proceeds go to them. It's totally separate from bits and subs. That goes to me, but anything that you donate on there to my page, when you go to my page, it'll say donate to St. Jude. That all goes to St. Jude. I still would like to do videos for people that I come across that have GoFundMes, maybe, that need help. I did that for one lady here. She's on Twitter. We did that video, Gaming Against Cancer. That was episode 1. I would like to maybe try to do more of that. If there's anybody that wants to personally reach out to me, we can try to work something out. Or maybe do an art stream in relation to that to try to raise you money. I know that was a big thing for me that I come across, and I did get on here crying and I was upset. And I told everybody, thank you so much for donating me the money to get my biopsy done in the first place before I got my diagnosis. And I, again, thank all of you. And without that, I wouldn't have had gotten care as quickly as I did. It did still take a long time, but it was definitely not as bad as it would have been. So I thank all of you for that. And if there's any, that's why I'm trying to think if there's anything that I can actually do. And I want to make those steps to move towards that, helping other people. That's going to be my main motivator. And again, with my art, I've always pushed my art to the side. And I think this is going to be a good thing for me to try to start to get back into my art. Not only for maybe possibly doing some charity stuff, but just, you know, I realize that my time here is valuable. If it's not valuable to anybody else, it should be valuable to me, because you never know what's going to happen. And so I've been thinking about that, not only my art, but just like traveling and doing things, new things, meeting new people. Like, I've met so many great people that I would have never met had I not gotten sick. And it was thanks to the internet and being sick, you know. But I still want to have those experiences. I still want to continue to meet people, continue to grow, continue to push myself. And yeah, so my main message, I guess, for today, and I might have other messages later, is just hold on to the people you love and show the people that you do love that you care before it's too late and before something bad happens. And even if it's not something bad happens in terms of them dying, show them before they get sick. Tell them what they mean to you before they get sick, because when you're as sick as I was, or worse off sick, you tend to, at least I did, you tend to question what people really think of you. And it's not to be mean towards anybody, but it's just like, well, why did you not say anything to me before? Why are we having this conversation now instead of having had it way back when? That's just my little spiel. I keep saying because I'm nervous. I don't want to film this 50 billion different times, because I currently don't have a way to edit YouTube videos. My computer is really bad. Anything I edit is on my phone, and it's not the best for editing YouTube videos. So, another thing I'd like to say is, if you do know somebody that's been sick, I mean, just, again, reach out to them. Let them know that you're there for them. Even if it's not them being sick. Like, my family members had something really bad happen today. And I think people really appreciate if you just reach out to them and let them know, I am here for you, whatever you need, whether that be me listening to you or helping some other way, I'm here for you. And that was another thing I wanted to get on here about and mention. There were times I felt like I was alone. And I know I wasn't alone because I do have friends, and I did talk to a lot of people that helped me through this. And there are always resources, even if you don't have anyone, you can always talk to a cancer survivor or someone else that has been through similar. But I would like to be a voice to anyone that needs it. You may not know me. I know this is weird because I'm a stranger on the internet, but if you need anything, me to listen to you, I'm not a healthcare advisor. I'm not a psychiatrist, but that's just my disclaimer. I will be here as your friend and listen to you. There were times I wanted to speak to someone, but I felt I had no one to speak to. I know that's totally untrue, but we all hope to not burden certain people, and we also have people we don't know if we can actually go to or not. So I'm putting it out there. You ever need me, you're sick or something else, let me know and I will try my best to talk to you about it. I know I can't financially probably help unless it's something we do a fundraiser for or try to, but if there's anything that I can do to make your day better, let me know. That's what I'm here for. I want to have a positive impact on someone. I don't care if it's one person. I don't care if it's somebody I already know and they're watching this video and they think I'm funny or whatever. If it's a positive impact, I'm happy with it. I'm trying to read all my notes off this because I feel like I have a jumbled array of a bunch of things. But, oh my goodness, my handwriting is bad. It didn't help that I used a pen that's like a 3D pen. It's got two different little inks on it. I guess another thing is, I just want to remind you all there is hope. That's another thing I'm thinking about. This YouTube's future, this YouTube channel's future, my Twitch's future. Like, I want to show you guys that you can go through, I'm not saying I went through the worst of the worst because it wasn't the worst of the worst, and I'm hoping it don't turn into the worst of the worst, but I want to show you guys that you can go through terrible things and pick yourself back up from it, and that you should think about your future even if you're in the moment. I know it's hard because it was hard to put myself in that mindset, but I had to think about the positives, and it wasn't all the time that I could, but you had to think about the positives and what you can do rather than what you can't do. There were times I went without my voice, and it was really, really hard, and I was even told that I wouldn't even have my voice right now. But the best thing you can do is stay positive, and it's super hard. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not downplaying it. It is very, very hard to do. But I want to show y'all that you can do it. I want to show y'all that there is a brighter side at the end of all this, or any rough thing for that matter. But my final message is just lead with love. You don't ever know what someone's going through. You never know how much time you have left with them. That is my message to y'all. I want to make more content. I know I make a lot of meaningless stuff, but at the end of the day, I am a very, I don't know how to word it other than I just really think about things. I'm not saying I'm thoughtful because that sounds conceited, but I really think about things, and I sit here and I analyze every little thing. I analyze every little thing that I do. And I know this video may not be perfect at all, and I will analyze the shit out of that. I might have to cut that out. Analyze the crap out of that. But I'm just going to post it, and I hope it's well received, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I hope that whatever you're battling today or tomorrow, I hope that you are able to put it behind you at some point. And that would be one other thing is, while I'm thinking about it, I've had people be like, oh, you know, are you cancer free now? And oh, that's great. And I don't know if I am, to be honest. I think it's good news. And I hope, because I didn't see anything when they did my scope. But the only other thing is, I would say, if you know anybody that's been through that, just know it can come back, and we all hope that it wouldn't, but try to stay positive for them, and that's all we all can do is try to stay positive. But yeah, that's the final thing I had to say. Lead with love, and let people know that you love them before something bad happens, and before it's too late, and before I have to remind you again, which I may remind y'all that we should all lead with love. All right, y'all have a good rest of your day. Bye.